Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to the TO Zone. We have a very special guest joining us right now, Jack Settleman. He is the founder of Snapback Sports, which is the largest sports-based Snapchat account in the world. Congratulations on that, not a big deal. Also one of the co-owners of the Knights of Degen team here, which got a big win earlier today, so congratulations. So first off, welcome to the TO Zone, Jack.
Thank you, I'm excited to be here.
How about my guy being 25 years old and being one of the co-owners of a team here in the Fs? My guy, you're doing stuff, you're 25 years old, my guy. What's going on? I love it.
Well, last year I was 24 when we owned the Wild Aces. But it's fun, it's every kid's dream.
Right.
And I'm still a kid, so it's amazing.
How are you feeling about your team season so far?
I am very excited. Today was a perfect step in the right direction. Week one, I think our community was getting used to what the FCF was. I was trying to tell them, but today we figured out how to use Ed Crouch, and you saw how we used him to perfection.
I love it.
So you are huge in the NFT world. Listen, guys, I've known Jack for a while now, and he's taught me a lot about NFTs. So how cool is it that we're pairing sports in NFTs in a situation where actually like one thing is reliant on the other?
It's amazing. The first NFT I ever had was a sports-based NFT, and I'm obsessed with the FCF, and the ownership and the leaders here are so good that they involved NFTs. So to be able to have an NFT to call plays in a football game is just amazing.
So a lot of people, I think, aren't very well versed on Web3 and NFTs. So in the simplest way possible, break it down. How would you explain this to someone who's new to the game?
Right.
That's a tough question. But
he's like, simple, I can.
You're in the play.
Yeah, you'll hear blockchain, you'll hear Web3, NFT, all that.
That penalty decline.
I think about, you check your bank account every morning, especially, after Saturday night in Atlanta, and you see the money in your account.
Oh my goodness.
It's not technically there. There's nowhere in the bank that's holding an account for you with the amount of cash. It's a digital representation, but it's your ownership. And so I think that's a really good way of explaining so that everyone can kind of understand what it means to own an NFT, same way you own the money in your bank account.
Okay, Knights of Degen, that is your team's name, but also it's the name of the NFT community that you are the owner of.
Yeah.
So talk to us about what is a Knight of Degen.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what a name.
It's amazing. We're all Degens at heart.
I know.
All of us are.
And Degen is short for?
Degen is short for degenerate, but it's not the degenerate like your uncle lost all his money at the horse track.
Right.
It's people who like to have fun, who like to come out here, have a great
good time. Let's go.
So Knights of Degen is just an NFT project that's involved in the world of sports, entertainment, media, and a huge, huge impact on newer people. One of your first NFTs, I know.
My first NFT, everybody.
The first one was a night. We want to welcome people, so hopefully we'll be able to get this guy on as well.
Yes, absolutely.
I would love to learn more about that space. I'm such a boomer when it comes to NFTs, man. I'm not going to even lie to you. But no, you're right. It's the future, man. It's where the world is going. And I'll say this. I think y'all killed it in terms of the artwork. I think it really speaks to that community, and I think you guys really nailed it.
Well, Blake Jameson is the lead artist on the project. He was in the physical Web 2 world, a world we're okay on, but he came over to Web 3, made some cool digital art. Everything's randomized, so he didn't even know what the final product would look like, which I think is a really cool aspect.
So for anyone out there watching who wants to get involved with FCF and maybe get into the NFT world, what is the benefit of being a holder of one of the Ballerz NFTs?
Absolutely. The best way to get into NFTs would be through the Ballerz Collective. You've got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to feel real-life ownership. Right now, you can, I had the Wild Aces last year, sign up with an email address. We had a great team, great community. But you didn't have to pay, you didn't have to be part of that community. And you could flip-flop from anyone from week to week. You just had a new email address. This year, you spend money, you become part of that community, you have ownership, and that connects you to the players, to the fans, and to the owners.
How impressed are you with season 2 of the FCF? What differences are you seeing from this year versus last year? I know there's also double the amount of teams, so there's that too.
It's amazing. I mean, the facility is crazy. The hotel the FCF put me up in, that was amazing. So thank you. The upgrade, we got a pool this year. We have a pool. But just being able to go on the app, use your MetaMask wallet, and see how the technology works is wild. So it's been a great time here in Atlanta.
All right, so 24-6. I just kind of want to reset the game here. Time kind of sort of running down. Oh, great cut back by the running back there for the Glacier Boys. But 24-6 with 3:35 left to go in this ball game. A touchdown here. It is over, my friends, for the Zappers and TO. But so the Zappers defense will do their best to kind of keep them out of the end zone. But Fan IQ, I love this whole setup here that the FCF has going on for some of these hardworking fans.
I mean, it's so cool. Like, the fans finally get a chance. You can be on your couch screaming at your TV all day long. But in this league, you get a chance. And I think until you try it, you don't quite understand it. And once you do, and the new overlay of the plays on the field is just so, so awesome.
Yeah, maybe we should get involved from up here, and we should be on our phones calling plays while we're also having the show.
I saw you both were complaining that they couldn't put in the end zone. Make an impact.
Right. You know what?
Maybe we should get on this for the next game or next week if nothing else.
No doubt. No doubt.
Jack, what are your thoughts? Obviously, it's super. I know Knights of Degen, you gotta root for your own team, but how cool is it to see Johnny Manziel and TO on the field?
It's amazing. Together? I mean, personally, I would. TO, you know, Zappers have struggled a little.
A little bit.
We won by 20 today. Terrell, if you want to play for a winning team, I'm just saying.
Wow.
We'll get him an NFT. We gave our starting quarterback a Knights of Degen NFT. We gave our starting running back. The player who catches the first touchdown.
There are incentives.
There's incentives. We reward the players.
Hey, you know what? Can we start a social media war here? You're a social media, maven. Okay, we got on the other side for the Zappers. We got Bob Mentoring, big time social media star.
I don't see him here supporting his players.
Okay, let's get this. You got to recruit
Bob, where are you at? TO's coming home.
TO's coming home. Let's make it happen. I absolutely love it. Oh my goodness. But can you talk about now that you're involved with this whole thing? By the way, if you don't know, Jack Settleman here joining us. If you don't know Jack Settleman, you know his work, okay? Over 1 billion views combined over social. Are you kidding me? Right now, this kid is absolutely a huge player in that social media space. Can you talk about kind of the atmosphere and getting involved with it? And again, you're a baby, my guy. You're 25 years old, but it's a cool atmosphere here for FCF.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, what they've put together to create a league is it's special. They got Terrell Owens playing in a professional football league at 48 years old.
Right.
He's twice my age, but he's here. And I was talking to the players earlier. They said he's in the best shape of his life.
I look at him.
He's better. I mean,
don't need anyone to tell you that.
I hit the gym this morning because I knew we had a little conversation. Me and TO, slightly different definition, but you know what they say about the camera. It puts a couple pounds in.
Hey, there you go. All right, Glacier Boys looking to put this game away. It's Bryson Allen getting to the outside, diving for the pylon. I don't think he got there.
He did not.
But that will bring up second down. And very, very short yardage to go.
You have to wonder what the mindset of the Zappers is going to be, being that they've really fallen very short of expectations these first 2 weeks of the season.
And it's a tough look, too, right? Because, okay, week one, you could say, well, we didn't have our quarterback. We didn't have Johnny Manziel. This week they got Johnny, and again.
But again, we can't put the onus on Johnny because he actually has done his.
He looked good.
I thought he looked
well.
good. I do think he actually looked pretty good. But the offensive line certainly did not help the Zappers at all.
Well, and the Glacier Boys defense, we can't take away the credit that they're due.
It's definitely true, no doubt. Glacier Boys looking to put this one away.
Terrell Owens used to be a diva, right? We can break this locker room up real quick. I'm plotting over here.
I love it.
Yeah, tell us what you know. Give us some juice. I see you on Twitter breaking some news.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a sources. Terrell Owens unhappy. I mean, Glacier Boys just scored again.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a blowout.
I'm just saying.
Running away with this game.
That was a hell of a play from the 25-year-old. Bryson Allen out of Wilmington, Delaware. Awesome
One of the
play.
franchise players for the team.
And again, this is a natural athlete. Ran a 4.4 140. This kid can absolutely play. And one of the things I love about this kid too, he's got his head on straight, man. He made the All-MEAC, All-Academic team in 2018. As a nerd, as somebody that, you know, I can appreciate that. A well-rounded athlete.
I was going to say, you love the well-rounded aspect of a lot of the players bring to the table here. Jack, what do you see the future of FCF being like? I mean, like we said, it already doubled in size from one year to the next. What do you see the future being like?
I hope we keep doubling. The more owners we get in here, the more fans we get in here, the more opportunities. I think TO joining the league was a really good step for the league.
Sure.
We got to put someone in the NFL. I think that'll really give a lot of props to the league.
Anyone catching your eye so far?
Andrew Jamil, I mean, he deserves a chance.
Yeah.
That kid, he had 3 touchdowns last week. He was the top player last year. He's someone who deserves him. There's been a couple guys who have gone so far, but I mean, him or T.O. T.O. he's been begging to play in the NFL.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll all have jobs if he leaves, but he might have a shot.
I think there are some players. I think Daryl Verges is another player that, from an athletic standpoint.
I was not in the gym with him this morning, but
he's a beast.
He is bigger than.
He's an absolute big boy. Yeah, he's a physical specimen, no doubt about it.
If any of these guys were in the gym and then also on the field today, I would be very impressed. I didn't do either today.
Oh my God!
This one's going to the house. Yikes!
Keeps getting more and more out of hand.
TL looks frustrated.
As he should be.
Yeah.
You know, he has high expectations for himself, for his team, and it is a team sport. He can't do everything on his own.
If I'm not mistaken, I think, it looks like it was Stuyvesant Latham there with the pick 6. He was just sitting on that ball all the way, also known as smooth. And this play was smooth. Look at this, just sitting on that ball, sitting on it all the way. And he read it the whole way through. Pick 6. Johnny Manziel talking to his coaching staff. But listen, that was just a good read and a good defensive play.
Again.
By Stuyvesant Latham.
Again, the Glacier Boys defense on point the entire game. Very frustrated.
So not Manziel with the pick 6. It wasn't Allen either, by the way, folks.
Who do we have here?
Somebody that wasn't on the final roster. That was Jan finding his man.
This might be the biggest win in FCF history.
This is big.
Are they up 34?
They're up 32.
Wow.
Yikes.
I wonder what this does to the mindset of the Zappers. You know, it's interesting though, Jack, because coming back next week, it's not like you expect to see even the same roster of players on a given team.
Right.
How do you build chemistry if you're playing with different guys each and every week?
I think it goes both ways, right? They get to practice with each other every week, so they are familiar with each other. But it's definitely a thing, and the tags will help, so you'll get a little bit of familiarity with players from time to time. But overall, you're right. You look at that play in specific, that was just a miscommunication. Or QB1 didn't like the fans' play call, and he just took it into his own hands.
Forget it.
Where he thought the play should have been going. But yeah, definitely. But the beauty of it, right, of the redraft every week.
Yeah.
Normally, you're a fan of a bad team. They're going to be bad every week.
Right.
In this case, they can look at the good players,
applied by the
out here scouting, and you have a chance
two-point conversion will be replayed.
Recoup your team week by week, which is special.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. How involved are you with your team?
Very involved.
Yeah.
I would say, we got our guy Celso. Celso, he was part of the league last year doing content, and so he's taking a lead for the Knights of Degen. Without him, we may be dust, but thanks to him, we kind of got. But I've given experience, I've given advice, and today Ed Croucher, our quarterback, was coming up to me telling me what plays we need to be calling the goal line. My role, relay that to our fans so we can make it happen.
That's great.
Cool.
I love it.
You know what? You don't think about that as an owner and someone who's very popular on social media. You would likely have some influence.
Yeah,
But you can tell the Ballerz Collective holders.
That's interesting.
And
An
of course,
open
the
line
Knights
of communication.
Degen
between the owners, players, and the fans themselves. That's interesting. That is interesting. But you heard the officials say that they're going to retry this two-point conversion. I think the fans for the Zappers wanted to go back to it, and they did not connect on that two-point play. So now keeping it a 30-point game versus a 32-point game with 1:10 left to go in the game.
Heaven forbid.
Yikes. Yikes. That's a big yikes. But yeah, to your point, Jack, it almost has like a DFS element to it, you know, with being able to redraft. It's got a little keeper league kind of vibes, a little DFS, and all of it kind of, you know, I think speaks certainly to a younger fan base.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of super long season fantasy. I think that's why this type of league really interests me.
Right.
What's worse than 2 weeks into your season, you got a player who goes down, your team stinks. No one will trade with you because they know your team stinks.
Yeah. My goodness.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, another pick.
Look at him. Look at him.
Not going to be.
I'm telling you, he's unhappy.
That's two
Come
throws.
home, T.O.
That is 2 throws and 2 picks.
We need all our Knights of Degen fans at home. Start using the hashtag #ComeHomeTO.
There you go. Perfect. T.O. just looks beyond frustrated. Oh my goodness.
Can you blame him?
No, you can't blame him.
Oh,
all right,
boy.
well, more TO zone on the way. A quick break. Don't go anywhere. Still a bit of game left. Back here in the TO zone, things looking very dismal for the Zappers, and TO visibly frustrated. Another pick on behalf of the Glacier Boys, who are now up 36-6. Oh, things are really nasty, but you know what? At least we are here joined by Jack Settleman, one of the co-owners of the Knights of Degen team, also founder of Snapback Sports. So, I mean, what do you do here? What do you do if you're the Zappers?
First of all, Jack, what do you have to do to get on the phone with Bob Menery and let him and let you bring home a guy like T.O.?
Bob Menery spends a lot of time on Instagram stories, so that's where he'll be located.
Jump in there.
Yeah, we'll slide in the DMs.
Slide in there.
There's a play called Slide in the DMs.
I was gonna say,
we'll
saw
call that play, and we'll bring T.O. home.
Yeah, maybe just throw like a subtext like Bob Menery underneath the play call on the field.
I love the fact that that's a possibility. You know, it's like, again, just an open line of communication between the fans, the owners, the players. There's just all this cross-pollination, and yeah, the fans can make it happen.
You know what's crazy is last year, you know, in season 1, challenges didn't exist. There were a bunch of different rules that didn't exist. And so,
how about going 2 feet to 1 foot?
Yeah, 2 foot to 1 foot. And now, I don't think there's ever been a trade. I don't think there's ever been a trade in the league.
Joined now by Jack Settleman, founder of Snapback Sports, the largest sports-based Snapchat account in the world. 1.2 million followers. Am I accurate in saying that? 1.2 million followers across all social media?
Yeah, you got that.
All right, there you go. Over 1 billion views combined as well. This is a guy that I would imagine, you say you're not a fan of, like, you know, season-long fantasy, but you're a fan of football. Hey, you went to UT Austin.
I know, and go to my Twitter right now, you'll see it. We are back.
We're back.
Quinn Ewers, new QB for Texas. This is our year.
You're feeling it?
I think we say that every year.
Every single year.
This is the year.
This is the
year.
This is the year? Okay, all right. But yeah, no, you're right. And again, just the fact that, you know, you're involved in this league at such a young age, I think that also again speaks to the FCF and their, you know, open-mindedness, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, where else is a league gonna look at somebody like yourself and say, yeah, absolutely, bring it?
Yeah, they took a big shot on us, and truthfully, I feel like we took a decent shot on them.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've done well for them, but what they've done for us is amazing. I mean, look at this facility we're in. We got lights, we got music, we got food. It's a good time.
Hey, Jack, how much input did you have on the NFT art and the Knights of Degen kind of look as they came into this season?
I think the beauty of it was we made a bunch of advisements, we made suggestions, we offered feedback. but we didn't get to pick at the end of the day. The fans did. Now, I'm one of those fans. I'm a fan of our team.
Sure.
So I got my one vote. But that's the beauty of the democracy of the FCF.
How has it been working with some of the other ownership group? Not just with your team, but especially your team, but also some of the other owners.
Well, I was in the suite with the Kingpins owners today. That was super fun. I think that's the beauty, right, is football is super competitive. We want to win, but it's so many like-minded people. You're only going to participate in this league if you're alike.
Bro, why does your suite look like a dang party, though?
It has to be a party. we're here in Atlanta. We got a party.
It's the exact opposite of a stuffy owner's box, bro.
Well, you see other owners' boxes. They're all in suits, although Drewski did show up very fashionable.
Of course.
I don't know if you saw that.
It's Drewski.
Yeah.
Of course.
But we like to keep it casual. I like to be a sports fan. That's what I am.
It's good.
So just because I'm an owner doesn't mean that has to change.
Do you keep that line of communication open with the fans, though, during the game, too?
Yeah, of course. Fans, players, whoever. I mean, we've got players DMing us. There was a guy down there who wants to play for the Knights. Like, I'm all ears. I'm looking for talent. Whoever has it, whoever has good play calling, come through.
That's great. All right, 17 seconds here to go. TO's on the sideline. Golly. Barrett just got absolutely torched. Oh my gosh. You know you got hit hard when some of the letters come off the back of your jersey. Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Ooh.
I mean, that's essentially unblocked. It's a tough go. I thought the offense here for the Zappers last week, you could have put it on the quarterback play. I thought Southwick didn't play great. But this week, it's the O-line.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of the, by the way, if you're watching for the very first time, keep in mind this is shared resources, if you will. Defenses move around as units. Offensive linemen move around as units. And that's kind of sort of what makes, one of the many things that makes the FCF pretty unique. But the offensive line for the Zappers, oh my gosh, it's been an absolute just revolving door. Defensive linemen getting into the backfield with ease. That's not going to stop my guy Jack Settleman from trying to recruit his guy TO.
Yeah, we'll take the skill guys. But our O-line today, they were some big boys, and they moved some weight.
What O-line did you guys go with this week?
Oh, who did we have? I know we had D-Block on D. I'm trying to remember who we had on the O-line. 66, big man in the middle, was just mauling people.
There you go.
And that's what you need. That's
hugely
where
important.
That's another secret.
Yeah.
If you're all fans out there, you're trying to help your teams win. The lines win football games.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on them just because it's not the individual players.
It's not glamorous, right?
Yeah.
The O-line this week is for the Zappers is the force field O-line. And in particular, it looks like one of their offensive line, oh gosh, another pressure sack. And this time a fumble too. I think it was recovered by the Glacier Boys, and if that's the case, 3 turnovers, 0 for 4 throwing the football for Barrett. That's a tough look. That is a tough look right there for that quarterback. But again, really, really tough to get anything going, Jack, if you've got an O-line like that, just absolute open door.
That was crazy. That has to be the biggest win in FCF history. Yeah. It was a dominating performance. Congrats to the Glacier Boys. Maybe we'll see y'all in the playoffs. 42-6, your final score. Glacier Boys over the Zappers, and I don't think I don't think I'm crazy by thinking that Glacier Boys are certainly going to be one of the favorites here, potentially to win a championship. Of course, yeah. QB1 of the Glacier Boys was looking good. I think he had his baby here. I'm not positive, but he was blowing kisses to someone, and there was a child. So, yeah, right. QB1 showed out.